Okay, this is Robert from the future here. And unfortunately, for some reason when I recorded earlier today, I lost the audio. So I'll just do a voiceover of the solve. It's a bit unfortunate. But yeah, so I was able to get started at 5:59 p.m. on the East Coast, which was 1 minute before the crosswords posted. And as far as the leaderboard of the mini from yesterday, I actually was able to win by a pretty decent margin over my leaderboard friends. I think knowing Hopper was pretty clutch. It was pretty difficult if you didn't know Hopper. Also, my friend Liz mentioned that she wasn't used to thinking of the word hip for fashion. Yeah, so I think I just got lucky in that the things on the puzzle were things that I knew. Yeah, it's really a bummer that I don't have the audio, but you know, it's fine. I'll just do a voiceover after the fact. And man, do I talk a lot. I probably shout out a bunch of people. I wonder if I'm forgetting something special to be shouting out. Probably. But now it's 6, and so here's a spoiler alert for the mini. If you'd like to play along, pause the video here and click on the link in the description below. The mini is always free to play. And then after you do that, you can come back and join me. But what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to try something fancy, which is have the crossword clues above my head in this box, and then over on the left, pointing the wrong direction at first, the grid. So let me know what you think of this new setup, and let's get into it. ZipRecruiter listing, don't know, ride a wave, surf, AFC player, that's going to be like chief, right? And then I know that that's the Bucks, but I didn't get there. Sty, like some gossip and fruit, juicy, valuable block deposit, ores, BFF, and Bucks. Yeah. So 15 seconds is pretty reasonable. I think a lot of people will get Chief and Bucks faster than I did. Also, ZipRecruiter listing, very gettable. Here I'm shouting out my San Diego friends, including Gracia, who I don't think watches these videos, but surfs a lot. The reason I didn't fill in Bucks was because I didn't read the force short, and I wasn't thinking that hard. So I think the acrosses here are all pretty friendly, so it's very possible that people will go 10 seconds or faster. But a very, very Super Bowl themed puzzle for the mini. Yep, I'm not sure if 15 seconds will hold up, but you can't win them all. Now here's a daily puzzle spoiler alert, which is by Katie Hale, and I can't read the other person's name from here. That information, Christina something. That information is in the description below. Christina Iverson, sorry. So if you'd like to play, just pause the video and click on the link in the description below. It's a nice big Sunday grid. So let's see what I can do with it. Hopefully you can see the clues pretty clearly. They're a little bit smaller than usual, so they'll fit above my head. And here we go, let's get into it. Unloading point, not sure, child birth assistant. I thought it was like Dolma or something, but wasn't quite sure. Choose to participate, that should be opt-in. Concern for Superman, it's not Kryptonite. Superman's birth name though is Kal-El. Like many teenage bays, a trait for ballerina. I wasn't sure if this was something, so this should be Patchy, like many teenage boys' facial hair. First Asian tennis player to be ranked number 1 in singles. I think it's Naomi Osaka, right? Yep. So there could be poise, maybe. Press, not sure. Bishop's jurisdiction. I thought it was diocese, but that's obviously way too many letters. Long period, this could be era or eon, which makes me think that poise is probably right. And see, like the Holy See, it means seat. Portrait of Captain Davies in Roots. Wasn't sure about it, but maybe I can get some of the crosses here. This seems like it should be era rather than eon. Except payment from Batman should be take something, but it's a femur, it has a question mark. And then this could be Ink and Asner, Ed Asner. Want to hear a secret procedure is PS, aka PSST, like some evidence in bulbs. Not sure about that, but doctor's order could be script. Iris ID is SSN, and live broadcast could certainly start with T. Not much. This could be like a bit or a tad. Andean Empire member is Inca, which makes me think that might be a bit. Some clicks of the tongue, that's TSKS. So let's put in a bit here. Abacus column, that's tens. Bind with rope. So here this The CS seems wrong, but I don't think I deleted it quite yet. I'll delete it in a second. The O of OWN, it's gotta start with O. Helpful, utile, accept payment from Batman. Take something, check, right? Could this be H? Could this be E? Let's put in check. Eponymous Irish city, that's Limerick. Shout out to my friend Jay, who writes a lot of poetry. This will be in a pickle, which means that script is wrong. Counterparts of faunas, I couldn't come up with it at this point, only because I'm not used to hearing it pluralized. Cause for celebration at Pachyderm Sanctuary. This should be an elephant something. This is Dula, not Dolma. Unloading point is Doc, Oprah Winfrey Network. Slice of toast, I'm not sure about, but it's definitely crime and elephant. So an elephant something. Soy lecithin is in chocolate, and IPO is a market launch. What most pens can't do. This is going to be erase. Like some evidence in bulbs, not sure. Jane Portrayer in 1981's Tarzan. Worry about informally. Bony fish with prized eggs. I don't know about this. Bottled poetry according to Robert Louis Stevenson. Don't know. Active Sicilian volcano. That should be Etna. Filled with wonder will be awed. Without concrete evidence. Worry about informally. Flip out. Not sure, but let's look. Amphibians that may have toxic skin. That could be newts. Cliched. Could be trite. Shakespeare villain with more lines than the title character is Iago. Wig out works. Kindle download, that's an ebook. Skip the big ceremony, say. Rock band you think might always be an opening act with the, not sure. X Giants QB Manning, that should be Eli Manning. Finish scooping out a big stir fry. Something with walk. Signal approval, nod. Inexplicably missing, say AWOL. They're found around Scots. I thought, should this be Celts? But you'll see what it is later. Maybe you already know. Bronte, who wrote Agnes Grey. I want to put Jane, but I do know that it's Anne Bronte, so I get there in a second. Bottled poetry according to Robert Louis Stevenson. There we go. Target of permethrin cream. Not sure. Not very convincing. Not sure. Highly skilled. This could be adept. Thoughts could be ado. So I like adept. Yeah, elope. That works. Still want to say kilts. Sorry, Celts. It's actually kilts. I don't get that till the very end. Is stertorous? I don't know that word. Unimaginative birthday gift. This seems like it could be cash. Rare race outcome. Not sure yet. But let's see if the crosses work. Keeps in the loop. That could be CC's. Exaggerated kiss sound could be moi. MWAH. Not very convincing. Could be weak. Without concrete evidence. On a hunch. Yeah, that works. So this is cash. Legal titles ESQ for Esquire. And then Puritan skull in 17th century Salem, something involving witch, but then there's a QU after it, not sure. Changes topic in a debate, so perhaps it comes in California, New York styles, don't know. Covered in vines, celebrity who holds the Guinness World Record for most frequent clapper, not sure. Scraped out is EKES, the Rose Bowl, e.g. Tsar who rolled with Peter the First, don't know, goes head to head, this could be VIES. Lab work could be test. Does seem like it's gonna be which. Prez with a rhyming campaign slogan, that's Ike. I like Ike. And be more important than could be a W. Indiana athlete will be pacer. Sunburn soother will be aloe. Specialist publication for short. Don't know. Monopolize. Don't know. Something a Parmesan binder might offer. Unflappable state of mind. This could be Zen. Baron Cohen, a film. Sacha Baron Cohen. One of all fours. Container words. 2019 film whose title means the stars. This is Ad Astra, starring Brad Pitt and Tommy Lee Jones. I watched on a plane. Words to learn briefly is vocab. I like that film. Aggressive pitch. Monopolize. Be more important than is outweigh. Rare race outcome. Dead heat. Yeah, that is a rare outcome. Means that they can't determine the winner. A dance and a dip. Salsa. Cartoondom's olive oil. What a stoner actor might do between takes. Beginning and end of America. Here I was thinking, isn't that the song My Country 'Tis of Thee? Haha. Noise heard during the London Blitz. Domain for Jameson and Maker's Mark. Curl target informally. Manual alternative. This could be auto, like automatic transmission. Soul Singer Bridges, I don't know. Bank investment, Spanish dagger, or Adam's needle is a variety of it. New York football team. This could be G-Men. So shout out to Lexi, big Giants fan. Eli and G-Men both appear today. Attaches as a button is sews on. It might come branded in a branded tote bag. Could be swag. Buddy could be chum. This will be whiskey something, but I don't know if there's an E in it yet or not. And this is going to be schwas, which is very, very cute. Beginning of America. So, apron with crude or rude. This could be lewd. Spelled differently, of course. Still don't know about aggressive pitch. Filled with wonder. Astound. Soul Singer Bridges. It may need to be broken to move. I don't know. Lucretia. I think this is Mott. M-O-T-T. Long period. This is probably era. Take can I figure it out? What the themers are doing yet? I think I'm gonna figure it out here. Take a Wayne check. So the themers will all take R sounds and Elmer fudify them. Like some evidence in bulbs. This could be planted. It took me a second, but it is. Yeah, doctor's order is to say ah, which is actually much more common than script, and then tie up could be lash. This is the blank word, but I wasn't sure because there's a lot of different swear words that start with different letters. In one creating draft after draft. The EWD here looks wrong, but I didn't do anything about it. Slice of toast. I don't know. All I can see is heresies. Comes out at the end. Dolts. Those wins. Dolts. I don't know. The rock band. That's gonna be the Doors. Cause of celebration. An elephant in the womb. Very cute. Very cute. They're found around Scott's. Bony fish with prized eggs. I think this should be shad. Worry about could be sweat. And finish scooping out a big stir fry could be hit walk bottom. Again, very cute. So this is gonna be wine is bottled poetry, and here's to is like a thing that you would say in a toast, a slice of a toast. Here's to the groom. Add Parnassus and fish magic for 2. I don't know. Metaphor for shared experience. This could be boat, like we're in the same boat. And target of permethrin cream could be louse, like if you have lice. Seems reasonable anyway. He wrote lyrics to My Way for Sinatra. Sinatra channels a lot of house renovation shows. HGTV. Shout out my friends Jeff, Amy, and Momo who watch HGTV. Puritan Skull in 17th century Salem. Get witch quick. Very cute. Change topics and debate. Add Parnassus and fish magic. Still don't know it. It's obvious looking back on it, but I couldn't figure it out at the time. He wrote My Way. That could be Paul Anka. Give a start. It's going to be scare. I can get that. Cause of some brain freeze. Icy. It comes in California New York styles. Pizza. Covered in vines. I don't know. Change topics and debate. I don't know. But celebrity who holds the Guinness World Record for most frequent clapper is going to be Vanna White. I didn't know that about Vanna White, but it's a nice clue. So this is going to be pivots. This is going to be Ivan the Fifth. Tsar who courted Peter the First. Half and half is 1, like half plus half. And this is going to be Zine and Ivied. Gallivants. On the safe side is going to be Ali. Ancient Kingdom in modern Jordan. Elusive in a way. In itself is going to be per se in Latin. Oh, come on. This will be the wheel deal. Thing of Parmesan bender might offer. Oh, come on. It's going to be all man. Aggressive. Oh, physically fit. It's going to be Hale, like Hale and Hardy. Common crossword word. Rock song. I don't know. Big cut of tuna is a steak. Some shop tools. This is going to be alls again. Now it makes sense. What a stoner actor. Smoked during rehearsal. Weed between the lines. That's cute. Flying elbow is a wrestling move. Shocks in a way. Tases. Now it makes sense. OIC. This could be like some kind of air raid siren or something. You're so bad. So I try siren here. It's actually not right, but that's fine. Domain for whiskey business. Domain for Jameson and Maker's Mark. Curl target informally. So this makes me think that siren is probably wrong. This II, because hip bone is ilium. Second appearance on the crossword this year. Classic brand of wafers. I put Nilla, which made me rethink Mott, but I think it's definitely Mott, so I shouldn't have done that. Upright. The pulses of Ireland is St. Pat for St. Patrick's. St. Patrick, rather. Something's wrong here. It's not ilium. It's not St. Pat. So it's got to be Nilla, but I figure out it's Necco wafer. Lucretia Mott was correct. Bicep is a curl target. Air, alert, and yucca and lullaby will be the fills here. Erect. Yep. Very good. Container words. This has to end in an S, so let's go with use. And then this ancient kingdom will be maybe Moab. giving us use by, and NCAA game for the Rose Bowl, giving us GADS and Ely for whatever that one was. Hard sell is going to be the aggressive pitch. Yeehaw. Laid up is ill. Ava Perone and nay and lease. Lease was the one that has to be broken to move, which was very clever. Dolts. Home. In could be at home. Man, it's hard to keep up with myself. One crane draft after draft would be beer, brewer, but I actually just mistyped adept at the beginning. I didn't notice till now. Still can't figure out this one, but is stertorous could be snores with Paul Anka crossing. This will be the F word because it's fauna and flora. Dolts could be clods. And then, embarrassingly, I can't figure out this last thing, so in the end I'm just going to guess a bunch of letters, but in the end it turns out that it's a K. Kilts are found around Scots, and I kept on trying to read this clue. I think it's hard for me to read it. 28 across, 38 across, as a full name, like Boderick, but I'll realize in a second that it's Bo Derek when I look it up. Anyway, 12:49 is a quick Sunday for me. My best is just under 10 minutes. So this was a very, very fast week for me. I'll take a look at that in a second. But really nice puzzle. To be honest, not that much crosswordese. There are lots of words that are common on crosswords, like PSST, a bit, the TSKS. Well, I like to just spell out the onomatopoeias rather than making noises. Very cute theme. Like I said, lots of stuff that is common on crosswords, but it's not really crosswordese, I would say. Like, no like really awkward words that you would never use. They're just short words that commonly appear. An elephant in the womb, it's cute. My friend Tate loves elephants, so shout out to Tate. Yeah, so here, it took me a long time to read this as Bo Derek. Not until I Google it do I figure it out. I kept on trying to read it as Boderick as a last name. But I do remember to switch views, and then I Google it. Let's take a look at who this Boderick person is. And it's Bo Derek, who I have heard of. It would have been hard for me to come up with it, though. Even if, I mean, obviously it was, because even after I saw the answer, I didn't realize. Yeah, hit walk bottom is cute. Yeah, Eli and G-Men, so double Giants themed fills on today's puzzle. Yeah, AWOL is common enough. Just looking for some clever cluing. Is stertorous, so I didn't know that word, but I guess it just means that you snore. Get which quick. EKES is, of course, very common. NCAA game is a little bit awkward as a fill, but not so bad. VIES is very common, but again, like, just because it's common doesn't mean that it's like a bad word. ALOE and zine are also pretty common, but there just aren't so many three-letter words, I guess. Weed between the lines is cute. SCHWAS. It's always hard for me when a clue refers to the letters or the sounds in a word rather than the meaning of the word. So I think that's a nice way to clue schwa. LOL, air alert, whiskey business. Yeah. Overall, the acrosses all seem quite strong. The three-letter words are not so crossword easy. So I like this puzzle a lot. There's not that many long fills other than the themers, but that's okay. Doula, I could only come up with when I had a lot of letters. Let's see. Ink. C. Era. Planted that's a nice clue. Say ah is much more common than script on crosswords, so I should have come up with say ah. SSN is very common as well. I've never seen the F word as a fill like that. Slice of toast. That's a pretty clever way to clue here's to. It's a bit of an awkward fill as well. Yeah, kilts. It's embarrassing how long that took. Etna is pretty common. Cleese. Yeah, so I didn't realize, so I had to Google it. But this is just art, like they're both paintings by the artist Paul Klee. But art history and things like that are not really my strong suit at all. So that's all right, though. You can get things from crosses anyway. A do is very common. Paul Anka has appeared a couple times this year. Yeah. But really not much to complain about. I like the Vanna White fill. Gads. ALOE is quite common. That's pretty crossword easy, I guess. Hale is also maybe more common on crosswords than in real life. All, so that's the second appearance of all this year. Tasis is quite common. It's the second appearance of Ilium, although it might have been Ilia the first time. Nay is common, but again, that's just because there's not that many three-letter words. Anyway, very strong puzzle, I thought, and also a very fast puzzle for me, which is capping off like a very fast week. I think this is probably my best week ever, because I set bests on Monday and on Thursday at 2:32 and 5:53, but then I went up below my average every other day. So 4:28 on Tuesday is pretty fast. 4:58 on Wednesday is quite fast for me, very close to my best. 10:17 Friday is solid. Like, it's not incredibly fast, but it's quite solid. But I almost hit my best on Saturday, and then 12:49 is quite fast for me for a Sunday. So the cumulative time this week was very fast, I think. I'd be curious to know even just what the sum of your bests is. So maybe if you're an inveterate crossword solver, you could let me know. This was a good week for me, and I thought all the puzzles this week were really nice. And just the last thing we do before we go, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Only ERL and Joy have completed it at this early hour, so shout out to Earl and Goomba, shout out to Joy and Chenny and their young baby. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Sorry about the audio, but thanks for watching, and I hope you'll join me tomorrow for some Monday crosswords.